It is back. It is here. The Street Scene Power Hour with host John Lesaganich. And I got it right. And Rick Guerrero.
Yeah. You really gotta get that one.
Guerrero.
You know, and we've only been together for how many years now? 15 years.
You sound kind of weird. My name is Greg Roten. I hope you enjoyed Street Scene Power Hour. If you haven't listened to our show, check out Buzzsprout, iHeart, any of the on-stream or streaming medias. We're on there. You can check us out on our YouTube page. But listen, we have 60-some shows before this, so we're
this is number 62.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, we wanted to get started. We're going to have Alexander Burkett, Big Al Burkett from the Brothers of Power.
Yeah.
So he's going to be joining us talking about the car show, but we've got a couple of items to clear up first. So Rick, why don't you start us off? You've got some car shows to talk about.
Oh, we got a bunch of, you know what, Greg, we're in the middle of June right now, and we're like in heaven. This is our time.
It is packed.
And I'm like walking around with this big smile on my face going, okay, what car show do I want to go to tomorrow? Or which one do I want to go to next week? And I spent my weekend down in Salem, at least Sunday, or Saturday, rather. I spent down there in Salem. I went down there Saturday morning, and I was on Carl's
Car
show.
Talk.
Carl
Slagle.
That's it. Yep, Carl Slager. He had me on there for about 15 minutes or so, and it was really nice. And then I went back. I stayed down there till about 1 o'clock, and then I come back, got my girlfriend. We went back down, and we got the cruise. We got to see the cruise through the city, and we were cruising through the city, but not many people were looking at my car because they like the muscle cars.
Yeah.
I had my Z4 BMWs with the top down. It was a beautiful day for that, and I'll tell you what, you couldn't have got a better. What did they have? A Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and man, it was perfect for those guys down there. They did a heck of a job, and ran some real good friends down there, friends of the show and everything. And it was fun. It was fun. Hey, you know what? If you guys are interested, we got a lot of weekly cruising schedule. Okay, this is the weekly cruising schedule. Okay, let's start off with Monday. If you got nothing to do, if you're near here, you want to go. If you've never been there, Monday we got the Top Notch Diner over in Cortland has a weekly.
Yeah, we have to do that someday.
Mm-hmm.
Someday. Mm-hmm.
I don't know how big it is, but it'll be fun though. It's always nice. And then also one of our favorites is downtown Lowville on Monday.
Yeah,
I go to that. We've recorded that one 3-4 times now.
Mm-hmm.
I just like going down there. The guys, everybody's so friendly down there. Such a neat setting. And if you're there for 2 hours, you're going to see 5 or 6 trains zipping through there all the time.
They always have good food too.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yep. For sure. For sure. Yeah. That's really. I love Lowville. A lot of paisans down there too. So. Yeah. Hey, how about Tuesday? Southern Park Mall one. We just did that, and that's airing.
Yes, if you're wondering what the Southern Park Mall cruising looks like, I got that edited and it started airing this past week, which was what the heck day was that? The middle of June. Anyway, I lost my train of thought, but check it out on
the 14th of June. Yeah,
it's labeled. If you go to Armstrong Neighborhood Channel on YouTube, it's labeled Street Scene Southern Park Mall. So check it out. I tell you what, it was a perfect night, and we had some cool cars out there.
I'll tell you what, my favorite car, because I watched it, was the '54 Chevy.
Yes,
it's a real cool car.
A gorgeous car.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I forgot the gentleman's name, but it was a great car.
Yeah, that
which one was that?
54 Chevy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
54, and he said he had another one back at home.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a sweetheart.
I have to say on that Camaro. If you know me, beautiful. I can give or take a Camaro. I mean, I've seen a million of them. I've owned one, but it stopped me in my tracks. I'm like, this thing is beautiful.
When I look at cars,
when I had the Maverick and I take it to shows, I had a T-shirt made that said anybody could have a Camaro.
Yeah. That's why we like the oddball stuff.
You know what, John? I'm not much of a Camaro fan. I got the Firebird, which is an off-brand.
That's a Camaro with a different body on it.
Yeah, but this Camaro was beautiful, beautiful. It should have been Rick's pick. But I'll tell you what, it was the chrome. I always look for things, the details on the cars. Okay. I look and see if there's, everything is just right. No scratches, no dents, no rust on little pieces. And some people do a car and then they kind of skimp on the hardware, and or
So
the rubber
expensive,
on
the
it.
chrome stuff. I mean, they'll just put it back on. But
But this one was really nice.
What year was it?
Guy said he had it for 10 years now.
69, wasn't it?
It was a very pretty car.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go 69 convertible. Yep. RSSS.
Mm-hmm.
RSSS. We've done a few of those, but this one was really pretty. I was like, man, it was nice. And then now let's go in somewhere else now on Tuesday. Long Boys Tavern in Champion. Not familiar with that one. Of course, the Dairy Queen in Vienna. Which is,
we've done that one a few years ago.
We're going to have to do that again. Is that Vienna or Lordstown?
It's Lordstown. It's right up there. It's right off Turnpike. You get off of the Lordstown exit.
It's Lordstown.
There.
Okay.
Yep. And let's see what we got Thursday night. John? Do we have car shows coming up that you want to mention? Anything like that?
No, you guys. There's no more to talk about. You guys cover them pretty good.
Well,
and you know what I like about when you do is these individuals love that their car is on TV.
Well, that's the whole point. I mean,
it is, and we've talked about that before. How car guys they like to talk about their cars and show.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
But I can't add any more shows in. I think you covered most of them.
What I wanted to mention. Go ahead, Rick. I'm going to mention this after you go run through your list here.
Okay. Town and Country Bar. This is on Tuesday. Country Bar and Grill in Edinburgh. Okay. Edinburgh's PA, I think, right?
Yep.
PA. Right over the line. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we're going to Wednesdays. Deslavos, is that how you say it? Bar and Grill in Hubbard?
Damn. I mean,
those Italian names.
Well, you should know that, Rick.
I know. That one's been going on for a while. It's a small one. Probably get 50 cars at the max.
Just enough to make it really nice. Yep.
Okay. There's the Hunger Munger restaurant in Newcastle. You ever hear of that one?
No, that's ever since I've been gone from there. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a cruise in.
Okay.
Here's the Dairy Queen in Lordstown.
Yep.
Okay. That's on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
The Vienna one. It's somewhere else.
Yep.
And then the tavern, what's that? 888. Yeah. 888 in Ravenna.
Okay.
Ravenna.
Yeah.
And then the Full Express in Brookfield. Fuel Express,
Fuel Express.
Those are all Wednesday nights.
Okay.
The Fuel Express, they start at 5:00. All these start at 5:00 and at 8:00. And then on Thursdays we got the Greensburg Tavern in Darlington. That one starts at 3:00 until who knows when.
Yep.
The Mays Valley Winery in Hartsville.
Yeah,
that's on Thursday.
Yeah, it's been a long time since it's been up that way.
That's 5 to 8 o'clock. Rhonda's Emerald Drive-In Diner, or the diner over in Hubbard. Just look for that.
Great food if you want to get something to eat there. Yeah, that's a great place to stop at.
It's just a cool diner too.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I mean, remember the years ago it burned.
Yeah,
it had a fire and it sat for many, many years.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, if you haven't been down there, take a stop down there. They've remodeled it. It's gorgeous. The food's great. And then they've got the show. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
And then you got the trains in the back too. Did you remember the trains
it's
back
cool.
there?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Really neat setup. That's Rhonda's Emerald Diner in Hubbard from 5 till 8 o'clock on Thursdays, and Bruno Brothers Pizza in Boardman also on Thursday.
Yeah, I mean that's right up the road from here. That's right in the heart of Boardman here. So if you want to stop up there, they have one as well.
And let's go to Friday. We got the Quaker Steak and Lube in Boardman, which is they've been doing it for quite a while. And right about a half a mile from my house is the TikTok in Hermitage.
Yeah, that's been there forever. I remember going there when I lived in New Wilmington. I remember going up to that one. It's been going that for 30 years.
I think it's about 20 years now. And DJ Dean is the jock there.
Been longer than that because I've been out of there for 20 years. So it's
wow.
Okay. I mean, it's been longer. It's been 30.
Okay, these are all weekly cruising schedules. Let's go to Saturday. There's a bunch of them Saturday. The Trumbull County Fairgrounds.
Yep.
How about the Scottish Rite Cathedral in Newcastle.
Mhm.
You know, the MSVFD in Beaver Falls.
The fire department.
Yep. Top Notch Diner in Cortland.
Okay.
Okay. The Pizza Hut in Columbiana.
That's right. That's a good one because we've been to the Pizza Hut with the midnight cruise. So
that's from 4 to 7.
Yep, that's a good one. And Rick locked up on us a little bit, but you know, I'm gonna
which I ran to yeah.
Go ahead,
I'm
Rick.
locking up here. Okay. And the Southern Park Mall on Saturday nights also. So from 4 to 8. Okay, let's go to Sunday real quick. Ween Park in Youngstown. You heard of that one before?
No.
That's from 12 to 7.
Oh, Ween Park at Ween Park downtown, where the right next to the Cavalli Center, right across the bridge.
Underneath the bridge.
Yeah, where the old factory was. That's a beautiful park.
Yeah, Ween Industry used to be there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful park, and that I've never been to that one, but I might have to stop down at some point to take a look at that and see what it's like.
Then downtown Sharon, I don't know about that one. Mission Barbecue in Niles on Sunday.
Good food.
And also one of our favorites, Quaker Steak and Lube in Austintown.
Been there a million times. We've all been to that one, and that one's just, you're getting 400 to 500 cars. That's just,
oh yeah, Austintown's a great one. I love that one.
Real quick,
let's not forget.
Oh, go ahead, Rick.
Three more. Let's not forget the Street Scene Show, July 23rd. All right, on Sunday.
Yep.
Are you going to be able to make it there, Greg?
I'm going to try to make it. I won't be able to drive.
Greg's got some problems here. He's going to get
I got to get a hip replacement of all things. Came on all of a sudden. I got to get a hip replacement. I'm trying to get this show organized now, and it's in June, and so it's doing well. We've had a lot of response. You've got to come out to the show, even just for the raffle items. You won't believe what we got. And I'm not going to tell you. You have to come out to the show. We've got a ton of raffle items, and Eastwood came through for us big time. So we're and we still have a giveaway to give away. So, but make sure you come out the 23rd. We have a lot of door prizes as well. We got Vegas playing live, and this is rain or shine. So
TJ doing the
Thomas John will be giving door prizes away, running the music in the afternoon. So
that's July 23rd.
July 23rd. And
John's going to be judging the motorcycles.
I hope John can be there because we need a judge for the motorcycles.
I'm planning on being there.
Good, because you're stuck with judging, and you're stuck at giving the awards away as well at the end, right?
That's right. We're gonna make him a star.
Anyway, I also
one more. Don't forget this weekend, Father's Day car show. If you've seen this show before, this is the 40th anniversary of our Father's Day. Awesome. We had 900 cars there last year. The weather was absolutely perfect. And I'll tell you what's in downtown Sharon. Don't miss that one.
And the weather's going to be perfect again as far as I see Sunday. I want you to say how many cars again, just once.
Not 900 last year.
Imagine that 900 cars in one spot. So you got to come out to Father's Day.
That was a big problem. We didn't know where to put them all. We weren't expecting anything like that. Good. And people were coming in to go, where can I park? Wherever you can find a spot, just go.
Let me promote that show by saying that if you come to downtown Sharon, and this is for some of you listening that enjoy a good cigar, they have a great cigar shop in downtown Sharon.
Okay.
Nicest guy in the world. You go to the show, you can walk down, downtown Sharon, some of the shops, hit the cigar shop, get yourself a nice stick, pull out your lawn chair and enjoy the show. I mean,
that's awesome.
It's a great time.
Yeah, you can't miss that. The one thing, I don't know where Rick went, but anyway, what I wanted to mention was Rick is still here, but it's kind of
I'm breaking up a lot here today. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. We can do without your voice for a little bit, and that's okay.
I talk too much, right?
What I wanted to mention was real quick before we've got a little debate on our hands, and we had a comment that came in, and we're gonna have to put that to rest at least on this show. So, but before I do, I was talking to a friend of the show's yesterday, and he mentioned that he watches the marathon at Christmas time, and he actually really, it's sad and enjoyable at the same time. He sees people that have passed on. Now, I want to remind people that if you're watching an episode of Rerun of Street Scene, that is their legacy to watch and see what their life was like. And that's why we keep running them. I mean, there's a lot of people that have passed on that,
a lot.
from a lot.
I get people come up to me
because that is their life, and that was their pride and joy. And we still want to focus on that.
Mm-hmm. I get people come up to me all the time and say, you know how many people have died since, you interviewed?
I know.
I go, oh my God.
15 years worth. I mean, that's how long we've been doing this show.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I want to get on. We're gonna, Big Al's coming. He's gonna be on our show here in a few. But we had a question come in, actually a comment, and we want to get some debate going, and we want your views. So after you listen to this, armstrongstreetscene@gmail.com. Make sure you throw us your opinions, your comments, pro and con to this, what we're talking about. Here's the comment. 4-door cars are not considered classics. That was the comment. Okay. We're gonna, I don't know. Again, Rick could have a different opinion. I've got mine and John has his. And I'm going to start with Rick. Actually, I'm going to start with John. John, what is your
John's
opinion?
the one that caused all the trouble.
It actually came in for John. We're going to blame him. John, this is not a 4-door cars are not classics. John, got to answer that question, because I have some answers and they're not very nice to that, but it's my opinion as well. What's your comments on that?
I actually believe that 4-doors are and can be a classics, and I'm a little biased because one of the classic cars that I owned and I loved, and it was a great car, a head turner trophy winner, was a 4-door Maverick police.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It was all black tinted windows, Crown Vic wheels on it, had
nice.
the hidden takedown lights, had the police interceptor engine in it. And when I pulled into a show, I don't think anybody ever said, hey, that's a 4-door. Right?
No, we don't get that comments anymore.
No.
Used to.
Plus, if the other thing, and I know these are a different model car, these are the wagons, but wagons are huge now.
Wagons. Again, wanted to mention that too.
Yeah,
4-door car.
You're not going to find it's hard to find a 2-door wagon. They're all going to be 4 doors. So, and
they're 5 doors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And to support my position, look at what's considered muscle cars that Dodge put out. They're 4 doors.
Chargers.
The Chargers, some of the other cars. I was when I had the Maverick, I went over to a buddy's house of mine in the Girard area, and his young son came out with his friends, and I think they were like seniors in high school, and they were just admiring the car, looking at it. And I said, does it bother you that there's 4 doors? And the young kids said, well, we like the 4 doors.
They do.
If we're going to push this scene for the younger generation, you're going to see more and more 4 doors accepted. I truly believe they're classics. I don't think the number of doors makes any difference. And if it bothers you to see those 4 handles, put poppers on it. Shave the handles off, and I mean, if you wanted to.
No, you walk the other way. It doesn't matter. It's their pride and joy. If you don't like it, walk out.
Yeah, I think I've seen more and more. Matter of fact, I was sitting on my porch last Sunday with the wife, having a brewski, and I got a couple of hot rod guys up the street, and they were going to Quaker, and I'd never seen this one come in the neighborhood. And if the individuals listen to this show, he could probably send us what's the email again?
armstrongstreetscene@gmail.com. It's not hard to remember. And we welcome your comments on this, because this is probably going to be an ongoing debate. And I welcome that. We want opinions. We want your comments.
So here's what a classic.
Wait. He was driving down the street. I was sitting on the porch and I heard him coming, and I knew he was going up to Quaker. It was Sunday. And it was probably a 72, 74 simple Chevy, I don't know what model they have.
Malibu,
square type body.
Yeah.
Looked great. 4 doors.
Yeah.
Beautiful car.
Yeah.
Beautiful car. So I'll support the 4-door as a classic.
Okay. Rick.
I looked up what a classic car is. Okay. A classic car is an older car, typically 25 years or older through definition. The definitions vary. The common theme is of an older car of historical interest to be collectible and trend to be restored rather than scrapped. So it doesn't matter how many doors it has. Yeah. It doesn't matter how many doors it
How about,
has. So.
yeah. Okay. I agree. Rick, before I start on my rant, you want, give your comments, give your opinions, because my rant might take up about 10 minutes here. So. Yeah.
Well, I let me close by saying the definition that Rick just read. That's why, and Greg, you and I share this, and the love of cars. I like what they all often call the orphan car.
I love the oddballs.
Yeah, they weren't really accepted when they were making them. And Rick, you and I shared a couple laughs over some emails recently. I showed you that really neat Rambler that was out there.
I love Ramblers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but
I love those old Rambler 2-doors with convertibles on them, like this early 60s. They were so cool.
Yeah. And there's a gentleman that goes all the shows around here, and I'm having one of those moments. It's not a oh boy, it's the old Ford with the fins that went sideways. It's a red one. I know you've seen it. What model?
There's a Fairlanes.
This is a short
Falcon.
one. It's almost the size of a Comet. It may actually been a Mercury, but anyway, it's a 4-door, and it was a family grocery getter. But you see this car now, and it's a bad little car. I mean, it's a neat little. And the other thing that I don't want to start another debate. I'm somewhat new at this host, but when I had I had 3 Mavericks, by the way.
Okay.
I had the one Maverick.
Isn't that like a Pinto?
No, it's not like a Pinto.
Oh, God.
No, isn't it the same thing? Was it bigger than a Pinto?
Yes, Greg, see if you can freeze him up again.
Yeah. we'll just knock him offline here.
Yeah, but anyway, no, the Mavericks are, I wanted to use it as a backdrop, but the Mavericks are a nice size car, kind of like the Comet. Mercury.
They were in mid-size, weren't they, back in that day?
Car, yeah.
Yes.
But I had a Maverick, and a lot of them came, especially the Grabber. The Maverick.
Yes, and that was a sport model.
6-cylinder.
Yeah.
And when I opened my 100, the one Maverick I had, and it was a 6-cylinder.
There we go. I think we got Big Al coming in.
6-cylinder, but it was a classic.
Okay. Well, we got this debate going on, but Big Al Burkett just joined us, and he's just joining with audio, and maybe he could get in on this debate with us. I want to welcome Big Al, but I do have a rant, and I want to get my rant in before we interview Big Al here, because I'm thinking Big Al will probably join our side of the story here as well.
I think
so 4-door cars. As you well know, I've had a 4-door Caprice for the last 35 years, and that was my first car, and I love it. And okay, let's put it this way: 2-door cars were more desirable back when we were growing up. Everybody wanted a 2-door car, and 4-doors were grocery getters. That idea has changed. And real quick, welcome, Al.
Hey,
I want to welcome you to the show. We've got before we get into your show, we're having a debate here. Okay. We got a comment that said 4-door cars are not classics. Now, okay. Rick has said that's not true. John has said that's not true. I'm going to be a little bit more rude about it and say that is damn not true. I'm going to reel you in, Al, just a little bit. This is Al Burkett. He is from the Brothers of Power. Now, your opinion on 4-door cars are not classics. Yes or no?
They classics.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Stay there, Al, because I've got a rant to go on about this 4-door stuff. I want to give some examples that I've been thinking about. I've been fuming over that comment the whole time. I'm going to be a little bit more abrasive on this.
Okay.
4-door classics. Yes. Let's talk about the mid-60s Lincolns with the suicide doors. 4-door classics. I don't care what anybody says. That is
Yeah.
a classic car.
Especially with the convertible. too.
Especially when JFK was going and cruising in those, which made it a classic. Let's go to another example. Mid-90s Impala Super Sports, 4-doors, classics worth a ton of money now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You've got, let's go to some Cadillacs. Let's go to the 4-door mid-60s Cadillacs. 68, 69, 58, 59, 70.
Fleetwood.
There you go.
Really.
Those are classics. And I don't care. And you know what? John is right. Absolutely. And Rick is right. These younger generation kids, they want the 4-doors too. They don't see the difference like we did when we were growing up. Oh, it's not it's a 4-door. Go to the grocery. Wagons are hot. Look at the designs on them. They are classic. They're 4-doors, and I say they're 5-doors. They've got a hatch in the back.
Say 5-6 doors for the wagon.
There you go. That's my rant. I could go on and on and on. We have this opinion on this show that 4-doors are classics. I don't care. You could have anything. You have a 1-door car. It's a classic as long as it's old and people enjoy it and that's their pride.
Exactly.
But Al, you don't have
That's
to get
it.
involved
That's what makes it a classic.
But I'd love to have your opinions on that.
What's that?
4-doors are classics. Any opinions?
4-door is classics. You can't take them out because you got some nice 4-door classics.
Oh yeah.
Me personally, I like a coupe.
I do too.
I like the coupe
I
too,
agree with that.
No,
2-doors are cool.
But
Everybody likes the coupe, but
it's
it
some
doesn't.
nice 4-door classics out there.
Yeah, I agree. And we grew up with. I love the coupes as well. They were styled more sporty. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But let's debate it again. Mid-60s Lincolns. Don't even debate that one.
That's our president of our car club got a 68, I believe, suicide door Lincoln.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Thunderbirds.
Thunderbird, yeah.
Thunderbirds, the suicide doors in the late 60s. The suicide doors.
Yeah, I think it was
4-doors.
67, 68.
Yes,
Yeah.
and those were classics, and they're considered classics.
It was classic.
So, okay. Well, anyway.
You can't take the 4-doors out the classic conversation,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have that. All right. We welcome your comments. armstrongstreetscene@gmail.com. We'll keep this going. And, if you have any questions for John, Rick, me, or Big Al, please email them. But Big Al, we want to welcome you to the show.
Thanks
We
a
love
lot.
to have you back this year. We
Hey,
loved having
Big
you
Al,
last year.
I just want you to know it wasn't my fault we didn't make your show last year. It was Greg's fault. Okay. He had
Okay.
to go on vacation.
Yeah.
I was at the show. Okay.
Yeah. You came by.
Yeah,
Yes, I
yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I had a vacation scheduled and I moved it so I could come to your show. And I've got to get a hip replacement and I'm still coming to your show. So I said, I'm not going to miss the Brothers of Power show this year. I don't care what's happening. And there's a lot going on my end.
Real nice. This year we moved it up to, we're having it at Greenwood Chevy up on Mahoning Avenue.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're trying to get bigger and bigger every year. So.
Well, let's get some background on your show. How did it start? What's about the Brothers of Power car club? Let's get some background on that.
Brothers of Power, we started 7 years ago. Every guy, we all like the cars, and our president, he put it together for us, and it's basically everybody who in the cars. Everybody was in the cars, but then once we got together, we said we got to do more than cars. We got to do for the community, So we've been doing a lot of stuff since we started up. We done raised money for the cancer unit up at St. Akron Children's Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
We done fed. One Thanksgiving, we gave away like 200 some free turkeys with all the toppings. To go with it.
Nice.
And this year, we having a bike drive. We're giving away free bikes this summer.
Oh.
So we do a lot in the community. We help the rescue mission out. And numerous other things we done did throughout the community. So it's cars and helping. We put it together. We put it together, and And that's what we're about, brothers of power. Just to let them know, we got power in doing all different type of stuff. It ain't just about ourselves. We look out for a lot of people that need it too.
Yeah. That's the point of a lot of the car shows, bike clubs and all that. We're all into the charity, right?
Right, right.
John, Rick, yeah, I'm sure you can attest that.
Big Al, how many members?
We have 21 members.
Nice.
Now, let me ask you, how many of those members, and I'm a new co-host here. So I just met you, and my name's John, and I have a tendency to start problems. How many
Yes, he does.
Hey, Bruce introducing himself too, huh?
No, how many members have cars with 4 doors?
There you go.
Let me take a look. I'm gonna look on my wall right now.
Well, while he's looking, I said that is our debate, and you know what?
You got a
I'm
bunch of
still
pictures,
fuming
Greg.
over it. What's
You
that?
got a bunch of pictures you can show too.
Yeah, let's go through some of the pictures that
Mhm.
Al sent a bunch of pictures from the show. I think it's a show last year.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
last year's show.
Yep. And, this is a show that you do have to stop out and I can't wait. Ask Rick. I've been looking forward to this for like 2 years because I want to see some of the cars.
Right.
And, there's, again, the
Hey,
Cadillacs.
is the Prince going to be there?
Yes, I hope so. We invited him, so I'm hoping he come again.
Because
He
that's
stole the
Rick's
show
pick
last-
right off the bat. You got to
He
see
stole the
this
show
car.
last
It
year.
is like, it's a hearse, okay? And it's phenomenal. And when I die, I want to be cruising in that thing.
You will be. You'll be in a hearse when you die, Rick.
I want this one though. I want this one though.
Hey,
It
this
is
hearse
so
right here is
cool.
one of a kind. I think it's in these pictures I sent.
Yeah. Oh, it's a beauty.
Yeah, I'm looking at it's a 75 Caprice. Thank you.
The hearse was custom made. He said they had it custom made. There you go.
This is it here. Look at
This
this thing.
okay. If you're listening, you gotta tune into YouTube, the Armstrong Street Scene Power Hour YouTube to see this hearse. It is incredible.
Incredible.
Now, are the
Look at this
members
thing.
are the members local? Youngstown, Boardman? Where are they all from?
Everybody from the Youngstown area, Youngstown, Boardman, Liberty, around the local area.
Wow, that's cool.
There you go. There's a classic for you. It's a 4-door and it's a Cadillac. So
Cadillac 4-door 90.
nice.
What's it take to get in
This
your
is
club
my
there,
pick.
Big Al?
You got to be a 1985 and down,
Mhm.
and we have a registration fee, and we go over the bylaws and let everybody know about what the car club consists of,
Mhm.
what we do throughout the community, and bring your car on and let's make it happen.
Yeah, let's get a date on that again. When is it for the public? June
24th, next Saturday from 12 to 6, Greenwood Chevy on Mahoning Avenue.
Okay, you'll be listening to this podcast because we're going to get this up pretty quick. June 24th at Greenwood Chevrolet, and the time's on that.
12 to 6. 12
Okay.
p.m.
Okay, because this is what let me ask this question. What made you decide to go, used to be at East High School, and what made you decide to change to Greenwood Chevy? Was it just to run out of room, better location, different location, just where?
We wanted to do a bigger. We want to bring a bigger location and bring more cars, so we bring more cars.
Okay.
At East, we kind of packed East out last year.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
had close to 130, 40 cars.
Did we take credit for some of that since we had you on the show last year?
Oh, well, sure.
We like to do that.
Yes, we do.
I ain't gonna take all the glory. You guys helped out a lot too,
We like
We
to
got
take
a lot
we like to take your thunder away a little bit, right? It's
Yeah, hey, I like to share it.
Hey, Big Al,
We've been talking.
do your members, you guys have you have members that do the body work, interior work, and or do you farm all that out, or is that all done locally?
My volume went out. Could you repeat that?
The body work on your cars, the body work, the interior, is that done in locally, or is most of that farmed out?
Yeah, no, we go out for that.
okay.
Yeah, we go out for that. Yeah.
All right.
Now, some of the we had some of the pictures on YouTube. Some of your members' cars. Maybe go through some, what could we expect to see out there at the show?
You're gonna see Cadillacs, you're gonna see Lincolns, 64 Chevy, Sevilles, four-door Seville.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna see a lot of muscle cars, older muscle cars. Hopefully, you're gonna see that older hearse, newer hearse.
Oh,
you know?
yes.
It better be there. It
I
better
know.
be there. I wanna talk to
I
that
don't
guy.
care.
That is
You
so
gotta-
sweet.
I don't know did you know the guy that had the hearse out there, Al?
He actually is from a funeral home up here. The guy that brought it, he works for a funeral home up here.
Oh, you got to call him and tell him we're expecting this car. We want an interview.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on him so he can stay up there.
Yeah. Hey, Big Al, I'm gonna invite that one girl who come in. I think it was a R8 BMW or an Audi. I think it was a BMW. She's laying on the roof sunbathing. I go, what are you doing? She's laying on the roof. I go, you crazy? This is a $150,000 car.
So what? You're complaining?
I told her, I watch yourself because I don't want to be responsible if you turn the wrong way and slide over and fall off or nothing, you know?
Yeah. Oh, you know which girl we're talking about then, huh?
Yeah, I know exactly.
Oh my God.
And I happen to look. I'm like, she laying on top of her roof.
Yeah, I go, that's crazy, man. It's a $150,000 car.
I don't think she cared then, catching some rays.
We had people come in from all over, from Cleveland, Columbus, Akron, Pittsburgh.
How do you get the word out, Hal? How do you get the word out on the show?
Social media, and we have flyers. We all went out, like we'd take a couple Saturdays and all of us ride together and just pass the flyers out everywhere.
Are you going to be down the Father's Day show this Sunday?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
We'll
good. Meet me down. I'll be down there, so look me up.
We'll be down there. We'll definitely be down there.
Yeah, well, let me tell you about, the Brothers of Powers supported the Street Scene Car Custom Bike Show, and the cars that you guys brought out last year were just top of the line. We had a row of the Brothers of Powers cars.
Did you see who interviewed them? Did you see who interviewed them? They just snubbed me. Krista interviewed them.
Well, yeah. So
Krista interviewed them. They just looked by me.
Who had the design on the inside, the headliner? Who had the stars on the headliner? Who was that? I was blown away. I'm like, this is so cool.
I think what car was that had the stars and stuff on that? Was that
I think it was, but I'd have to look back at the show because we interviewed them. Well, Krista interviewed them.
Right.
No,
I think it was my buddy Omar with his Cadillac. I think he had the stars and stuff all up on the ceiling and everything. Yeah,
the paintwork and again, top-notch restorations. As like I said, I can't wait to come to the show. And I'm sure Al's going to give us a little bit of guidance on interviews because
most definitely. We appreciate y'all, like we looking forward to coming to y'all's show again. When is that again?
July 23rd. And we're getting it prepped right now. So as long as the weather holds out, I got a little birdie.
That's what it's all about, the weather.
I got a little birdie in my ear told me there's going to be exotics coming up from Pittsburgh. So we got a little bit of everything coming up here.
I had a little bit of everything last year too, though.
That's what I like. And I said this last year, we had like 2 Chevelles and then everything again, John and I are the oddball lovers. They love the oddball, the different cars. And we had a ton of different cars. And we I think we had a couple Camaros, a couple, a couple Mustangs, not that I'm saying don't come, please do. But I love to see, we had a Coswell Vega,
Y'all had a car from the Rust Belt show. It was a Cadillac. Oh man, he had a new motor. Oh, he was nice. But he was a Rust Belt. He's from the Rust Belt.
Is that the one with the horns you're talking about on the front end of it?
Yeah.
I saw him down in Salem over the weekend.
He was awesome, man. I love that car.
That's a cool car.
Hey, Big Al, what are you seeing design and what people are doing the cars changing? Or is it, you know, I mean, and we've seen them change, you know, big wheels to small wheels, you know, air to no air. And what any changes you guys are seeing? Something new coming
Trends.
out?
I mean, there's different trends that's going around all the time.
The trending we seeing now that we really ain't there yet, but they just had a big car show in Atlanta last weekend.
Mhm.
And they going to big rims, but they deep dish in the back. They staggered.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, they look real nice. You know, I guess that's the hot thing down south now.
I don't know how you clearance that for the deep dish in the back. I mean, do you have to tub them out or?
You got to tub them,
I don't
yeah,
know.
probably.
You got to do some work to it, but mostly every car at that show was staggered out.
No kidding.
Staggered out.
It's nice to see the different trends take, you know, again, every 5 years, there's something different coming in, you know.
Which is good. It's, you know,
keeps it
adds to
fresh.
Yeah, sure does. Yep.
Right.
Big Al, you a Youngstown guy, born and raised?
Yes, I am. Born and raised Youngstown. Yes, I am. South High graduate.
There you go.
There you go. Good for you. I don't want to ask how old you are because you're probably fairly
A lot younger than you, John.
Rick, we're gonna quit bringing that up. But anyway,
Yeah, we can.
I was just thinking about the show, and I was hoping you came on. And I was thinking about car clubs and all that. And you know, my love of cars began with my dad, and my older brother, who's actually 10 years older than me. Do you remember the Road Knights? The club, the Road Knights. They were on the south side of Youngstown. This goes way back, man. They were on, I think, Laclede. They had a little garage back there. But
See, Big Al and I weren't born yet, John.
I know.
I don't know if I was thought about back then.
There was a shop on Market Street called Hollywood Auto.
Okay.
And man, it was a small shop, and you would go there, and that's where we bought the teardrop scoop hoods and everything. But when I think about car clubs, I think that's the one organizations, or those are organizations that are going to keep this hobby going.
Yeah.
You know, without the clubs, man, it's just going to die off.
You know, let me ask this, Big Al, your younger generation, are they getting involved in that as well? Do you see that with your club at all?
Yeah, they come around, but you know, a lot of the younger generation, they're into speed right now. You know,
yeah, they all
they're
are.
into speed, you know, they're into speed. So if it ain't going 200 miles, they just, you know, they're on the fence about it.
Oh man. Yeah, I was just wondering it's always a topic when we bring it up of how the younger generation is getting involved. And
you got a few young guys that's into it. You got a few young guys that get into it, but you know, it's like I say, these younger guys now, they're in the speed. They love.
They're into the little tuner cars.
Yeah,
you know, they just want them to jump right out, and they're not into the big muscle cars or the big classics. But
no, that's us old fuddy-duddies that are into those now, you know. And then we have Rick that's in the Model A's and stuff, the Model T's, you know, because that's what you grew up with, right?
I never liked the Model A's. They're simple cars, though.
But again, another.
Hey, Big Al, what do you think of the Latinos cars? All those fancy paint jobs and everything.
They got some nice ones.
I'm bringing up a lot.
A couple guys came up to the show last year, and actually, I think the one guy won best paint. He had a nice paint on. He had about.
They're phenomenal, aren't they?
Phenomenal. He had so much paint on it, different colors though, but it blended in right. It was so nice. It was so nice. He said something about 12 years. He said to finish 12, 13 years to finish that car.
Sure.
Could you imagine
a lot of work in those things? You
Al,
know?
could you imagine having that skill to do that much airbrushing?
I wish.
Oh,
I wish. I wish I did. Oh my goodness, I wish I did. You know, and I used to. It's crazy because my grandfather, he did body work. He was in the cars heavy. That's what got me in the cars. You know, and he was in that. You know, he used to do him and his buddies paint in the garage But I didn't like that part back there. I just like it when they finish it, you know.
Yeah, that was a fun part of it.
All the hard work. I wanted to partake in the rides after they got done with it, you know.
Big Al, what kind of car do you have?
I have a 73 Coupe de Ville, Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
Nice. I love those. Now that's got the 420. Or is that the 425?
No, the 472 in it.
472. I can never keep that straight. I know it was 75. They went to the 500 cubic inch, right? Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the big boy for Caddy.
Yeah, actually, I believe the 73 might have been the last of the 472. They might have went to 574, I believe.
Yeah, I'd have to look that up. So, I'm not the expert on that. I just love the big old Cadillacs. I always sit there and remember my my one friend's father had a 70 Eldorado. And
those are big suckers,
he was always a calm driver, but I remember, I'll never forget the day he pulled out and he just stomped that thing to the floor and there was smoke everywhere. The front tires burn off. He'd burn them right down, all the tread off of them. It's like
about 5,000 pounds right there.
Oh yeah, and also 550 foot-pounds of torque too.
Yeah,
to the front wheels.
I think my Lincoln
in the car club now, he have a 72 Eldorado.
Yeah.
Convertible. Yeah, it's real nice.
I think my Lincoln Town Cartier was a 77.
Okay.
It was a two-tone. It was kind of like a pearl white and a dove gray.
Okay.
It was just a clean car. And it's one of those cars, and we all have them that, you sit back and you say, boy, I wish I wouldn't have got rid of that one.
Oh, man, I think about all the cars growing up and all the cars my grandfather had. Oh, if I would have knew what I knew now, man, I'll be loaded.
Yeah, I know. Now, what cars stand out in your head that your grandfather did have?
The nicest one that I love, he had a 69, 68 drop top DeVille.
Oh,
it was like a funny mist green with white interior. Oh, he ain't let nobody ride in that. You got to be. He let the kid, but he wouldn't let my grandmother drive, and she'd get in. She'd ride with him. But she couldn't touch the keys though. She couldn't touch it up. He didn't play that. Not with that car.
That's awesome.
I love that car. What was good about those cars is, and again, I'm going to date myself talking to you younger guys. When we went to the drive-in, we can get 4 or 5 guys in that trunk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can bring 2 cars. You can tell the people from next door, come on, hop in. We got you.
Man. I mean, and everybody used to wonder. The guy that at the drive-in would wonder, why is this guy coming to drive-in by himself?
Right. They knew. They knew what was going on. They just didn't care.
I always get drunk by dead bodies.
You get parked, you see everybody that's coming out like.
Oh, their trunks pop up. Yeah. Oh, their trunks pop up.
Yep, exactly. What? And again, Al, do you do your own body work? I can't remember. Refresh my memory.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Detailing end of it.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the detailing, I do that. I could detail it, but some of that I take that out too. And I got a buddy got a detail shop, and he be doing all our cars. So
okay. That's nice. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll take mine to him. I hate detailing. Sorry, Rick.
He's real good. Yeah, buddy Mike. He got a detail shop up here in Youngstown. He real good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be picking your car apart when I see it there next Saturday. I'm a detailer, so every little nook. That's what makes a car nice. Get every nook and cranny clean and just making it nice.
I think one of the worst things you can see when you go to a car show and you see cars like the Big Al's Club bring is when you're really looking, you admire it, and then you see some of that wax and some of the bright work.
Oh yeah. And swirls and stuff like that. Yeah.
Now, Rick and I can contest to this. So this drives me absolutely crazy if you go to a car show. And Al, give your opinion on this. People have this beautiful car and they pop that hood and they don't clean the engine compartment ever. It's like, it doesn't take much to throw. They make a product. It's called engine clean. You spray it in there and wash it off and it still looks 100 times better. That drives me absolutely crazy.
And on top of that, if it's not looking like your car on the outside, just leave it shut.
I know.
Just leave it shut early. Why do you open it for? Yeah.
Clean your door jams out,
You see spiders and everything crawling around.
Oh, I know. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. It's like, this guy, you have this car that's spotless either that or I'm sorry to rant today. Maybe I'm just in one of those ranting moods, but you pull this car in and they never clean the tires. They're brown. Come on, it's like clean the white walls, clean the white letters, clean the black walls.
That's mandatory. Your car got your tires, everything they got to be clean.
Yeah.
It's a mandatory.
You remember why they turned brown?
Isn't it a buildup?
No, it was from an Armor All. Remember, it got silicone in it.
This is one thing I did take away from Cyclone Interiors when we had an interview. I've started using Murphy's oil.
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he said, again, I've never been an Armor All fan. There might be some, I've started using Murphy's oil soap for cleaning and stuff. What a difference that made. I'm telling you, and I paid like $4 for a gallon, and that made all the difference. And I hate detailing. So
how do you use it? You just right out of the gallon?
Yeah, just a gallon, right out of the gallon, mix it with some water and you clean it, and that soaks it up in there. You dry it, and it really does moisturize the leather.
Big Al, since we're talking about detailing and looking at the cars on some of the pictures that you showed.
I'll show that again.
You got to spend hours just on the wheels.
Yeah.
It take a lot of time on these wheels. Yeah, it takes time on the wheel.
The wire wheels. I don't know how you.
Yeah, how would you? I mean,
that's a lot of work.
Oh my word!
There's some chrome sprays you can put on there and pressure wash them. And
is there? Okay.
But and it's still gotta clean them up though. That's a lot of work.
Like my buddy that details, he got paintbrushes, toothbrushes.
Big Al, let me ask you: is the trend going towards, or in your club, at least your club members, do you like the? Well, that kind of answers my question looking at that, but the originality of the car, like the older ones, and keep it as original as you can, other than the wheels, or you like the custom look?
Our club is more custom.
Okay.
We're more custom. Yeah, our club is more aimed to custom.
Look at, if you're watching this, I have the wheels. Look at the wheels on that. I love that. I love that look. It is so cool.
Until you have to clean them.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't clean them. I'd just give it to Rick.
Yeah. I hate that.
If you would take your car, or some of these owners, when you go to the car wash, you get that expensive $15 one, or you just get the cheap?
No, I don't go to the regular car washes.
I didn't think you went to car wash.
No.
I have to pass them by, especially in my, my classic. I have to go to.
No.
You don't want them big brushes spinning around hitting that car.
No. On the side of the car or something,
Yeah. There's some beautiful cars, and I've never been to one of your shows. The other gentlemen have, but I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna attend one. And I just the work involved in them in taking care of.
You're invited. Greenwood Chevrolet. What is it?
I'll be up there. It's not far from me.
Yeah, I mean that's
okay. Good.
Greenwood Chevrolet.
Okay, let's we have a few minutes left. Let's go through the details again. The Brothers of Power show is coming up on June
24th.
June 24th, and
Saturday.
Take it away. Yep.
June 24th, next Saturday from 12 to 6 at Greenwood Chevrolet on Mahoning Avenue, the Hummer building.
No, see, that's a nice facility. It's got a lot of room in the front. It's got some room in the back and on the side. So you definitely. I like I said, I can't wait to come up. Rick and I are going to be up. John, please come up with us.
I'm going to bring the Corvette. Al, is that okay?
Oh, it'd be excellent.
Yeah.
What's invited there, Al? Anything?
Got a special spot.
Does it have to be 84 and young?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, Al, give the details of, being in your club and as far as what's allowed at the car show, what your regulations are.
Our regulations, for our show, any car can enter the show. We really don't have no regulations on the cars that's entered the show. We go from new, because we got a couple categories for new cars and new vans or whatever. So it ain't really no restriction on entering the show. But as far as our car club, to join it, they have to be a 1985 and down.
Okay. And I got to stop. You just had another Okay, I'm going again. Here goes the damn four-door debate again. Vans. There's another hot ticket. The vans are coming back in droves, and you have 2 doors on the front. You have maybe 1 sliding door or 2 doors on the side, and you have a couple doors in the back. How many doors is that? It's more than a 2-door, and those are hot. Okay, sorry. Anyway.
Greg, you better get that hip replaced. You're really mean today.
I didn't take my painkillers today, so I'm miserable.
I see that. Jeez.
We had a couple vans, nice vans at the show last year that came in from out of town, and they was interior. Actually, the one van, I think he got first or second on interior.
Yeah.
He had, oh man, his interior was, he was laid out. It was laid out.
You can live in those vans, some of those old 70s customs.
He had refrigerator. Oh, it looked like a RV.
Oh, yeah.
Big Al, I was telling these gentlemen earlier, and I just got rid of it. I picked it up out of Lansing, Michigan. And it was sweet. And I did the interior halfway done, but I had a 1962 Ford Falcon Club Deluxe wagon, which is an Econoline.
Oh.
And it was a van.
Mm.
And it had the doghouse right in the center. I mean, if your buddy was a good mechanic, he could tune it up while you were driving. You know, right there. He could just set the timing there. But the vans are becoming real big, and some of the paint jobs on those vans are
remember
Yeah.
Remember the 70s when they did lacquer finishes on those, and some of the paint work on that, and they lacquer over that. It was like glass. Of course, it cracked 2 years later because of the lacquer paint.
I saw a few of them down at Salem over the weekend, so there was a few vans. Yeah.
So we're going to wrap up the show here. We got a couple minutes. John or Al, one more time on the Brothers of Power car show. Date, time, where?
Brothers of Power will be having one of the biggest car shows in Youngstown, June 24th, which is next Saturday, from 12 to 6 p.m. at Greenwood Chevy, the Hummer building. Come on out, enjoy the cars, bring your cars out, enjoy a nice time, family time, and we all gonna have fun together.
That's exactly what, and come out, you're going to see some nice cars you don't see anywhere else.
Nice
come
car.
out. So John, let's wrap it up. You got anything to add to the?
I don't. I just think, for some of the future shows, and Big Al, if you run into other club and you want them to, appear on the show, let us, let any one of us know. I think clubs are the big scene. That's what, as I mentioned before, that's what keeps this hobby going. So you guys are extremely important. And the other aspect that I really love when you said this is not only showing off your cars and all that, but you're giving something back to the community.
That's what it's all about.
And that's what it's all about.
That's our biggest thing is, our cars really is our, segment, but we like helping out in the community, that's we want to not, just be where everybody could look at us, but we want to help everybody out. We want everybody to have a smile on their face, much as we can,
Yeah.
Well, I think the cars themselves are going to bring that smile.
It's going to do that.
The help will help, but the cars themselves. So now I don't have much more to say on that, but I enjoyed you as a guest.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
And Rick, we definitely want to mention the Father's Day car show.
Father's Day car show, Sunday, June 18th. And don't forget, June 19th, I turned 70 years old. I can't believe I made 70 years. Juneteenth. They named the holiday after me.
Yeah.
70.
Everything's about you, Rick.
Hey, Rick, since I'm a little bit older than you, Rick, there's 3 things that as you get older, that you're gonna. It's harder to get up. You kind of forget things, and the third.
I'm finding that out already.
The third one is
No,
I forgot that one. But anyway, it's congratulations being 7. I told you guys I
made it. I'm gonna make Monday I'll make it. Yeah. So
I'm 72 and
there's the Brothers of Power shirts.
Yeah.
Hey, we got to get
reserve us one.
Hey, I'll give me one of those extra large. I'll pay you for it.
This is the president car right here. It's a 4-door Lincoln.
Okay.
There it is. Okay, here we go. Right there. There's a 4-door Lincoln. That is a classic. That is a classic. Do not debate that. but we'll welcome your comments at armstrongstreetscene@gmail.com. And we're going to wrap it up. Thanks, Big Al. We can't wait for your show. And for the oldest member of our team, John Lesaganich. I did it. Say it, John. Lesaganich. Why can't I say anything right?
It's the hip. It's the hip.
I know it's the hip. For the second oldest,
take your pain pills.
For the second oldest, it's going to turn 70. Rick Gurrer. And
I'm so lucky. I am so lucky.
And for our youngsters, Big Al.
Healthy at 70. Yes.
You are.
Blessings to you, Rick.
And I'm Greg Roten, and we thank you, Big Al, for sharing this with us on the Street Scene Power Hour. And Rick Herrera, John, me, Greg Roten, Bill. See you
down the road.